Hey fashion lovers, welcome to the Fashion Try-On. If you want to support our channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you like any of the items you see, be sure to check the description for links and discounts. Today we are taking a look at Merit. This is a solo shadow and it is in the color Studio. Now I've seen these reviewed and used quite a bit by the beauty influencers all on YouTube, and I finally picked one up. So I was able to swatch a few of them in the store, and Studio ended up being my favorite. It's kind of like a mauve color. I believe that's actually how it's called on Sephora. So how it opens is really cool. It just kind of has this little click, if you can hear that. There's a latch, and usually it's a little bit easier. There we go. So when we open it up, and I've already swatched it once, there's the inside of the cap. We're gonna go ahead and swatch this. So you'll see it is really creamy, and you'll see the swatch there. It looks a little more brown, honestly, on the camera. So we can get a good color. But I think it's kind of even more amber or mauve, like a true mauve in person. So if we can move our orientation. I don't know if that added a little bit more of an accurate coloring. So that is our color. And you'll see once I put it on there, you know, it's kind of hard to remove. Not like a typical powder eyeshadow that is, it's gonna be a little bit, you know, easier to remove. There you go, you're starting to see a little bit more of the purple in there. So it is a beautiful mauve color. The closest thing that I have is actually in my Hourglass palette. I picked this up for my wedding, and I used this color right here, which is May. This is her, I think these are her, May. This might be Lot. If I remember, I will put all of these color names in the description below. And I believe I have an Hourglass coupon code. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. This is my favorite base color, and you can kind of see they're in the same color family. However, I do believe that when you swatch them, they kind of come out in the same general color. But this one, the Hourglass powder, is not as pigmented, and you can definitely note that on your face, on your eye. So let's go ahead and make that a little bit deeper. So this is maybe like a shade darker, the Studio. And what I like to do is I actually like to take Give Beauty, this is in the color Dazzle. And I will tap a little out. Usually I'll either tap it into the cap, or if there's some on here, I'll just go ahead, let's take a clean finger. And I actually taped up half of this because I don't like how much comes out. You can see how that, kind of like a goldeny auburn color. And I'm just gonna tap it on top. So you'll see it is the perfect base color to make that really rose gold look. I think this is perfect for bridal. It is very long wearing, at least to my standard. I can put this on at the beginning of the day and go throughout the entire day, and it is still there. So I definitely love these two products together. I think I'm gonna love this on its own. I usually use, again, the Hourglass version, and I'll add all of those colors in the description below. This was my bridal set, and I think it's just the most beautiful rosy pink. But I did notice that the staying power, you know, wasn't the greatest for me personally on its own. I did use a primer, and that helped, but I do think that having something like this underneath it would have been a little bit better. It is also sticky, so maybe it, you know, latches onto the sparkle a little bit better. So there you have it. I hope this is helpful for you. I always, you know, want to see the true swatches. Let's just go ahead and swatch it once again next to the sparkles without anything there. And you can just kind of see the coloring. So let me know in the comments below if you have any of these. Merit is a clean Sephora brand. It is 0.17 ounces, 5 milliliters, and it has a 6-month shelf life. I don't know if you follow those things, but I do think, you know, with a clean beauty brand, maybe 6 months is, maybe 7 months, right? But I wouldn't necessarily hold on to these for that much longer after their expiration. So I will leave the links to these in the description box below, and let me know your thoughts. All right. Before we do head out, I also have the color Twinkle, and I wonder how this one is going to look. So this is the Give Beauty eyeshadow shimmer as well. And I have not yet taken off the cap, but let's go ahead and tap some of this in the cap there, and then we'll use my last clean finger and try to pick up these shimmers. And you'll see it's kind of like a more iridescent color than, what was this other one called? This one was Dazzle, this one is Twinkle. So if that was Dazzle on top of Merit, this is Merit separately, that's Twinkle. And you'll see it is, you know, it is a little bit more glowy, it's a little bit more, I think maybe frosty is the word. So do with that what you may. Let's just go ahead and put it over the hourglass as well. And yeah, it is just a little bit more like fairy princess. So you have some greens in there, some reds, some yellows. I guess the yellow is like a gold, right? Some yellow, green, just a little bit more icy. And Dazzle is a little bit more warm. So there you go. Let me know if you like any of these colors in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe. All right, so actually I just went to wash off everything on here, and you'll notice that all of the sparkles left immediately. And then when I continue to try and take off the Merit, it has awesome staying power. So it's virtually waterproof, at least water resistant. You'll see it's kind of peeling off now if I'm a little bit, you know, more abrasive, but that is usually not what you're doing with your eyes when you're wearing eyeshadow, so that is a great sign for me. All right, now thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.